What is up, guys? It is Steady Chaos. So I've had some time to play on my PC and my LG C10 post firmware update on my LG C10. So that is the 03.21.18 firmware update, which just rolled out here a few days ago and is still rolling out to some people in certain regions. If you are curious about this update, you want to know exactly what it does, and you want to download it manually if you have not automatically received it yet in your region, please refer to my previous video about this topic. I will leave a link in the description below that explains to you how you can find this update and download it manually to update your LG C10 or G10 should you want to do that. So I have had this 03.21.18 update for a couple days now, and I've had a little time to tinker around with it. And basically what it does, or what it claims to do, is it helps to improve VRR black level rays and in some instances VRR flicker. So here I have Quantum Break up on my PC running on my RTX 3080. I will say, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I am not particularly sensitive to VRR black level rays and VRR flicker. It's not something that's really ever bothered me, but here you see me running around. I do have G-Sync engaged, which is VRR, variable refresh rate, in case you were wondering, and I don't see any flicker or any really obvious or blatant flicker. And these are pretty low light conditions here that I'm running in. Let's go to a really dark spot here. And do you see any obvious VRR flicker or black level rays? Everything looks as it should. Nothing looks out of whack. Yeah, I don't notice anything. What I will say though about this new feature that 03.21.18 added to the LG C10 and G10 and other 2020 OLED models is if you hold down the gear button on your OLED remote and you go down to additional settings, it added the fine-tune dark areas. So if you are experiencing VRR flicker or VRR black level rays, then you can adjust this fine-tune. You can adjust it all the way up to 30, which will brighten up the dark areas of your scene, and then you can lower it all the way to -30, which will darken the already dark areas of your scene. The idea is you would want to lower it a little bit so that it would kind of cover up or mitigate some of that black level rays and flicker that you get with VRR. So let me show you the range that you can expect with this fine-tuned dark area. So here you see, here's at 0. Take a look at this wall here. So the setting is at 0. Now if we hold down the gear button and we go back to additional settings, my RTX 3080 fan is going crazy. This game really, for a 5-year-old game, it really kicks my GPU's ass. All right, we'll bring it all the way down to -30. See the dark area is getting darker and darker and darker? My camera's probably struggling to catch this right now. Look at how dark it can get with the fine-tuned dark areas all the way to -30. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm crushing my black levels. The thing is, by setting fine-tuned dark areas to -30, you're not affecting your specular highlights or the bright areas of your screen. It's only affecting the dark areas of your screen. So these dark areas, it's making them darker. So this brick wall right here, it's making it darker. Supposedly, the idea is that it will cover up the black level rays and black level flicker. I don't see any flicker at all. I didn't see any flicker at 0 on oh, that's just a visual oddity. That's not the TV. It's like a visual glitch that sometimes happens in this area. But I didn't notice any black level rays or flicker at 0. And I don't notice any when the fine-tuned dark area is set to -30. All I notice is that my dark areas are too dark. It's kind of hard to see, honestly. So let's see what it looks like if we bump it up to +30 on the fine-tuned dark area. Go back to additional settings and we go to fine-tuned dark areas and we go all the way up. So watch the brick wall. It's getting brighter and brighter. Now this function would be very, very useful if you are a multiplayer gamer or a competitive gamer and you play games like Call of Duty Warzone and you often struggle to see campers that kind of duck or lay prone in dark shadowy corners and they use that all black suit. So if that really bothers you and you feel like you never have quite good enough visibility to spot those suckers, if you have an LG C10, G10, B10, what have you, 2020 OLED, you can use this fine-tuned dark area to pump up the shadow detail. See that, how bright that brick wall's getting? Yes, it kind of washes out the image and it doesn't look particularly good, but look at the visibility now. You can see much better as to what you're doing, and honestly, with this fine-tuned dark area all the way up to plus 30, I still don't see any flicker. I mean, I don't know if you guys see anything, let me know in the comment section down below, but maybe my GoPro Hero 8's not picking it up. I don't know, maybe my ISO settings or my exposure's not high enough. I'm recording in 4K 60 with a 400 ISO. Maybe I should try 800 ISO, but I'm just telling you right here, sitting here in the naked eye, I don't see any flicker. I don't see any obvious black level oddities or raises or anything like that. So in my opinion, the best thing about this 03.21.1H new patch is the fact that you just have better control over the dark shadow areas of your games. So for all intents and purposes, what I'm going to proceed to do with various other games is I'll continue to test this out, but I'm going to keep my fine-tuned dark areas at 0. I think that's the default setting, and I think that looks best for me. And another thing to note is, for me anyway, personally speaking, I don't even normally use VRR or G-Sync. I just turn it off, because any smoothness benefits you get from using G-Sync, in my opinion, is not really worth the additional input lag that it causes. So I like to just keep G-Sync off. But here you see it's set back to 0, the fine-tuned dark areas, and everything's back to normal. You know, this brick wall looks shadowy and dark, yet there's still plenty of detail. And I'm not seeing any flicker. I'm not seeing any black level rays. As a matter of fact, the contrast looks great in this scene, this area. Everything looks good. I mean, again, I wish this game was in HDR. Maybe the black level flicker would be a little bit more apparent in HDR. I don't know, I'll have to test it out with an HDR game. So anyway guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Have you noticed any black level rays or flicker in this particular video here in Quantum Break on my TV? And if so, please let me know, because I'm not seeing anything. And also, have you had a chance to try out this new firmware update, 03.21.18, on your LG C10 or G10? And if so, what do you think? Have you had a problem with VRR, black level rays, and flicker, and is this new patch helping you out? Alright guys, please feel free to like this video, and please subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and we will see you guys later. Peace.